Whether you're working on lowering your handicap or just trying to keep the ball on the fairway, one thing is for sure. The 19th hole is always worth showing up for. And that's where Dan Murphy's steps in. Proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, Dan's has the perfect post-round drinks thanks to their lowest liquor price guarantee. You know you're getting unbeatable value every time, just like your golf game. They're all about bringing those numbers down in the best possible way. So swing by your local store or shop online. Dan Murphy's, where low scores and low prices go hand in hand. T's and C's apply. Remember to drink wise, even if your handicap is a work in progress. G'day, welcome to Make Me Good at Golf, the golfing podcast where three mates are trying to get good at golf. We want you to come along for the ride. And joining us as always, Mr. 71, his highest test score, his lowest golf score, Damien Fleming.
Thanks, Mr. 43.
Thank you very much.
It's just, there's a lot of love in this room today.
Isn't there? We are floating on a green and gold cloud because
Lemo's not here.
And
Long Ball's not here.
He's not here. That's not the reason why we're floating on a cloud. It's because we have a very special guest on the back of a very special occasion. The Socceroos got the job done against Turkey in Vancouver. It was Vancouver, I think it was Vancouver, wasn't it? In Canada anyway. And the man, what a morning to be speaking to the great man, Archie Thompson.
Bam!
Here we go, Archie!
Oh, man, how good was that?
How are you going right now?
Well, I mean, I had to do a game this morning at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. You rock into work and then you think, oh, it's going to be a long day. But this is the first time I've actually, in a while, come into work at that time, smiling to be at work. I think because also too, all the energy in the office at the radio station was just buzzing from last night because
were you calling the game or
no,
where were you watching
I was watching at the Hickens Hotel. So
okay.
that was already packed. Fed Square was packed. Every venue, like when it comes to World Cup and Socceroos,
yes.
Every venue's always packed. And to believe that, to think actually that they weren't going to have it at Fed Square because there were some people saying, no, we don't want, and we don't want to have it there. There's too many people that might cause a bit of ruckus, which, there could be the odd one or two, but it wasn't like that at all. I think it's always
Mate, if we beat Turkey 2-0, I don't mind a little bit of ruckus.
Oh, mate, yeah. No, you need it. You need it.
Yeah.
Can't we have a little bit of ruckus?
A little bit of ruckus. I think there was a smidge of ruckus at Fed Square, but it was amazing scenes.
Insane.
But, I mean, the Socceroos have this ability, I think, unlike Matildas as well, to unite the country like I don't think any other sporting team can. Do you sense that?
It depends on the event, I think. If the event's big enough, you can get a lot of eyes watching any sport, and particularly any Australian sport. But I have to probably agree with you. I don't know. There's something special about the Matildas and the Socceroos, especially with a World Cup or even an Asian Cup here in Australia that we had with the girls. But like that game last night was, I would actually say, I've said it this morning, is that was probably one of the best Socceroos games I've ever watched, purely for the fact that when we go into World Cups, we play very good teams and very good nations, and we're not expected to win. And majority of times we lose. Yep. So when we come into this match thinking, okay, we're not going to win this one, we're going to worry about the next two games, and then we win, and the way that we won it, and the two guys that scored the goals, particularly one who I love, Nestory Irankunda, is an absolute superstar. When he scored, and the belief that we could do something here, and then with all the other stuff that was said by that you're going to probably have.
Let's have a look at what the Turkish captain had to say about the Aussies.
I think that we dominate tomorrow the game because we have more qualities and more talented teams. So we will see tomorrow what happens.
And I know you all feel
tomorrow.
Coming up against Australia, what do you know about them and how do you beat them?
Yeah, of course, our coach analyzed them with us together. So we know that they're a physical team, that they're good on the corner kicks and the free kicks because they are tall and strong. But I think that we dominate tomorrow the game because we have more qualities and more talented teams. So we will see tomorrow what happens.
How's the body?
I think Craddock said on SEN that you'd never tell an Australian team they're no good.
Yeah.
and
If you asked him to name an Australian player, I don't reckon he could name one.
I reckon the
Do you
coach,
reckon, Art?
the coach did a little bit of work and they didn't listen. Basically, I think that's what's happened.
Yeah, but that's I think, and that was used as a bit of motivation.
Oh,
I
it
think,
was.
is for the players. You can hear after the game there was a few interviews and they were saying like we don't like when teams call us no good because we're a good team, we deserve to be here, and I think we should be shown respect. And to be fair, like that, they're a good side. They've got quality all over the park, and the quality is probably a little bit better than maybe what we've got. But I think
They're no good in big tournaments. Arch. And
they haven't been there for a long
said this
time.
2 days ago.
Yeah, but there was something actually that Roy Keane, I don't know if you know Roy
Yeah,
Keane.
he was
but,
great.
Yeah, but he actually said something that was funny because it was like the Australians came to the game like believing they could win, and the Turkey mindset was like, we deserve to win.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
so
It's a
there's
different mentality.
It is a different mentality. What do you deserve to win because, you might have big quality, but, Turkish football, or you got guys that are playing. Normally that would be the case, but you still got to come a bit of heart. And the boys were unbelievable. Unbelievable.
There was not a sense that they were overawed at any part of that game. Not a minute. Not like they were always watching Socceroos over the years. Like, and obviously there were different games, and sometimes we look fantastic, but there was always a sense that, geez, we could give this up at any moment. Where they were so locked in.
I totally agree with you because sometimes you can see the body language. When you see the body language of someone or the facials, there was no emotion. Like even when it was dealt with, like a barrage of balls that were coming into the into the 18-yard box, and like the big defenders would head it away or calmly. And then they would just casually get into their structure again, and then another one, deal with it, structure, and that seemed to be the way that this game went out. Like there was no. It almost looked like no stress at all on the faces of these Socceroos, which was just incredible, like really incredible.
And it was a game where I hadn't, to be honest, I don't necessarily follow Premier League and I follow the A-League a little bit, but gone from afar. It's not my go-to sport as such. But we all jump on for the for the World Cup. And usually I'm watching a lot of the qualifiers, but because we qualified so early in this process, I think one of the first countries to qualify, I felt like I hadn't seen the guys play for a while. So these names were vaguely familiar to me, but I couldn't have picked them out of a lineup, to be honest. So to see this team, the second youngest team in Socceroos history, play as well as they did, take the points. So many great things came out of it. No cards.
Yeah.
The 2 points, clean sheet for it. We got to talk about Paddy Beach.
Oh.
I mean, that was. I didn't know Paddy Beach 3-4 hours ago. Paddy, the safety beach, I call him now, safety beach. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That save he made not long after we scored.
Yeah,
fully stretched.
Well, I think that's a pivotal moment in the game where he's touched it onto the uprights, which it could have, if gone in, could have changed the complexion of the game. But this is a young kid that only 2 years ago was playing A-League football, like just getting into A-League football.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden he's like
replacing a legend.
A legend.
Yeah.
I don't know what the story is with Matty Ryan, but what he did and how he performed, Paddy Beach, was just exceptional.
Well, it sounds like there's no fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
and our expectation is, well, we're just going to take them on.
Yeah, well, I thought that with a lot of the players, there is this kind of fearlessness about them. But then you hear the interview with Nestory Irankunda after the game. He was like, I've never been so nervous in my life. I was nervous the day before when I found out I was going to be part of the starting 11. I was nervous when I rocked up to the stadium, even during training, even when the game started. I had this, I was so scared. But
I don't know how you felt,
felt,
Arch. And when you get a bit older in elite sport, is like nerves for me was just you're prepared to play.
Yes,
the problem for me is if I wasn't nervous.
Yeah,
what's going on? Why aren't I looking forward to this? So nerves are actually a positive thing.
But that's right, because I think when you get nervous or you feel that nervous energy, it's because you actually you are passionate about what it is
And looking forward to it.
And want to do well in it. I think, and that's I think where the nerves of it come from. If it didn't, if you didn't get nervous, what does it actually mean for you?
Yes.
So I think that just shows you how.
And potentially they weren't nervous.
Yeah.
Turkey, they're assuming
Yeah.
to win. They're looking,
Yeah.
oh, what happens when we qualify for the finals and all that sort of stuff. And you get yourself, they might be nervous going into the second game,
Oh,
I tell you
yes.
that. And just a little bit, it's a little bit easier to qualify now. There's more teams. But, you were part of World Cup campaigns. Was there a little bit of, how hard it was to actually qualify for it, that you felt like you'd made it? Or were you optimistic then that you could try and do well and qualify for the finals?
I think with the mentality of what Australian teams now, it's almost like a given to be there.
Yeah.
Like before, because we hadn't been part of it for 30 odd years, it was like a privilege to be there. And now there's this expectation of that we kind of should be there. But it is hard now going through Asia to get to World Cup. Because the state of the game in Asia is really good in terms of the other countries because of the money that's getting poured into these other nations from grassroots right up until to their senior teams. Whereas we struggle, we struggle to get any money and to kind of see where our guys are. It's quite amazing when you think about it. It's like when you look at the amount of money that is pumped into a lot of these countries, even the more minnow countries than ours are getting more funding, which is
and we've got
really
a small population. I saw a tweet after we'd won, do Australia win at all sports?
Yeah.
But as you know, everyone's feeding talent. All the footy codes in particular are trying to get the best talent young.
Yeah.
So, some of the sports that aren't as big a high profile are having less and less to call on.
Yeah, well, that's right, and I think we need to do it better as a sport. I think money is a big issue. Its funding is massive in our sport, and it's okay if you. It almost is like if we're not getting the funding, we really struggle. But sometimes we get the funding and we have the people in positions that don't know what to do with the bloody thing. And then they go and throw it away and ruin it. And I think that's where we keep stumping our toe, always keep just coming up a little bit short. But we always get a bit revitalised when a World Cup comes around. But now it's like, okay, let's see how far we can go. And then the powers be, maybe if the opportunities to get a bit of funding with stuff, that we do the right thing with it. I just we're kind of lacking a bit of pathway in our sport.
It seems like it's a moment now because, like I said, it's the second youngest Socceroos team. So this obviously bodes well for the future.
Yeah, I hope so.
When the team sheet came out, though, what was your reaction? Because there was a few surprises. Obviously, some of the veterans were left off the pitch.
I because we have a group chat for games and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
was it exploding?
When we got the team sheet, I was a bit surprised with the Matty Ryan one.
Yeah,
I wasn't too concerned about the young boy Ocon Exler coming in. I was actually happy that he was there because I saw over the last couple of months his improvement. In our local competition, but also too, Popovic saw him about a year ago in a camp, and as a sort of ex and a manager, but an ex player, you kind of know certain things that you see that you go, okay, that kid's got something. And even in pressure situations, I feel safe or I trust him in those moments. And as soon as I saw his name, I'm like, yeah, no problem. They're going, oh, what about Jackson Irvine? And he's good. He's good, but no, I like Ocon because he's mobile. He's not afraid to get the ball. He's got great engines. I think he'd be perfect for it, and he was sensational.
I mean, and like I said, I'm watching from a little bit afar, but the idea that Irankunda may not have started, you kind of go, well, that conversation's over now, isn't it? Or maybe it's not. I mean, maybe the next game presents a different challenge, but you can't. They were worried about him.
Yes.
You could see they were worried about him.
Yeah, 100%. Even Motore. I think with Irankunda, there's always been this question about whether he can actually start and have that impact all the way through a game, because he's almost like that explosive energy that you use in short bursts because it might, it doesn't last over long periods.
Yeah.
But him starting, you can see he was probably a little gassed at the start. To be honest, I'm like, oh my God, how's he going to
last a lot of energy
without really doing anything? But then bang, you get a ball in behind. Finally, you get that break of him getting behind the defence and getting the opportunity to score a goal. He does it.
Yeah.
And I think that goal that he scored was just incredible. Like the way that he used his strength, his power, he knocked it past the defender because
Yeah.
he saw a little bit of space, ran around him, but he almost even went up another gear because he saw that was a chance and he scored and he had the composure. But to be fair, he's been doing that his whole career.
Yeah.
And there was already talk about him with Premier League teams. Like it'd be hard not to snap him up. He's a superstar.
See, that's another thing, isn't it? You're showcasing yourself
absolutely
to
it
the
is.
world, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, mate,
Can change your life.
Like he went to Bayern Munich. It was, I think in a way he needed to be able to mature as a professional athlete. I don't think he had the elite maturity. Like, there's professional and then there's elite professional. And in terms of like football, there's the elite professional. We all know what he's capable of. He can reach that. But
Yeah.
I think it's just him like knowing that and being able to do the right things. And I think maybe this World Cup and seeing what he can do, and then because people are going to be knocking on his door, hopefully that takes him to like, okay, well now I need to really knuckle down right now.
Yeah.
So has it changed your expectation of the next two games now?
Oh man, unbelievable! Like unbelievably. But I think the US was always going to be a game that I thought, and the Paraguay game were going to be the ones that we needed to do well in. But because we've set ourselves up nicely, we can go into this game a little bit maybe. Not that you shouldn't. I don't think Popovich will make them settle down at all.
Yeah.
Like they've got to perform.
Yeah, we don't want to be like the Turkey captain.
No,
you know?
exactly right. Like we're going to go.
But he's
we're
an
going to play.
experienced coach. He
Yeah, no,
knows what he's seen it all before.
He will keep them very grounded. But I tell you what, that USA team, I don't know if Paraguay were just like average or bad in this first game, because you normally can be sometimes.
Yeah.
But they were really good. So they actually made me nervous before the Turkey game that, oh man, I don't know how we're going to deal with this side. But then watching the guys perform and defend, they're going to have to do a lot of that in this game against USA over the weekend. But it's definitely open. It can be a very good game.
But what does it mean? Like, what is it like the expectations? Because I did a show recently which the Socceroos played a big part in my comedy show, because there's about a thing that happened in the Honduras game, and at the end I said, listen, the Socceroos, they're probably never going to win the World Cup. I said I want them to win the World Cup. I hope they win the World Cup.
I hope kids aren't listening to this.
I hope the teams are listening.
You dream to win the World Cup.
I may have changed. But what is, like, in all sincerity, like, can they win the World Cup? Can they get to a semi-final? What is the hope? Trying to be as genuine as possible. What is the hope? Is it to go better than the semi-final that we did in 2006? Is that what we're trying to do?
It's a hard one because
So what you're saying, I was right, basically.
Yeah, I think you are right for now. I think you are, but you have to look at. Maybe, I don't know if you remember when Leicester won the Premier League. Like Leicester won the Premier League in 2015 and the odds were ridiculous for them to win it. And like, it almost has to be on the same par as that, but
you have to believe in
more so.
You got to believe in miracles, don't you? And sport,
you do, I think,
things happen. That's why we love sport. Miracles happen in sport.
Momentum is such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Particularly in World Cups.
Yes, and you go back into 2022 when we played Argentina in one of the knockout games, and we made it 3-2, and there was a moment in that match where I think it might have been Aloqual. If I'm correct there, was it Ella Qual or Garang Qual? One of the Quals. One of the Quals.
So many Quals.
Yeah, there's so many Quals. But you're talking this much, and that could have been changed the complexion of the game. And then the momentum. Even though they're Argentina, but momentum so big in sport, you never know what's going to happen, especially knockout football. And we took Argentina to that moment when it could have. So I don't know why we can't believe that we could do something. I think a belief in that first game will be at its highest.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
So Archie, we're going to win it.
Yeah,
We're going to win it. We're going to win
You
it.
heard it first.
We could go
Arch
far.
said we are winning. He said we're going back to back.
Back to back.
Where's the next one?
I'm not sure.
Where is it?
Tasmania.
I think it's Melbourne, but we're giving it to Scotland. I think that's what
But
it's
it's our
happening.
game.
I saw that one.
It's our game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously everyone's very excited,
Yes,
but
we are.
But let's. I did say in my show that if the Socceroos did win the World Cup, I would organise a conjugal visit with Erin Patterson, the mushroom lady, out in Leongatha. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe they don't go all the way.
Come on, Socceroos.
Make Me Good at Golf is all about lowering your handicap. And with Dan Murphy's on board, we're lowering more than just your scores. With their lowest liquor price guarantee, Dan's make sure you're never overpaying for that well-earned drink after you're hit with mates. Whether it's a post-round beer or a celebratory bubbly for that unexpected eagle on the 14th, how good is that? Dan Murphy's has your back. Great drinks, lowest prices, and always within reach, online or in store. Dan Murphy's, proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf and even prouder price cutters. T's and C's apply. Remember to drink wise. But obviously, we couldn't not talk about the World Cup with you, Arch. But you also have your own journey going on like we do, your own golf journey.
Yes,
and you have come in to the studios, obviously beaming from the World Cup win, but also you're talking about your chipping, you're talking about your driving. Like take us through your golf journey. Where are you at?
Well, well, you asked my handicap before this one, and I went to the promised land, which I think is a promised land, is the single figure.
Yes.
Yeah, but it lasted there for a little while.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it to 8, and I was so happy. Like I wanted my goal at the start of the year to be in single figures.
Yes.
And it just kind of happened because I was like everything.
Oh,
was just,
wow. And what'd you start the year at?
I think I was probably a 12 or 13,
that's
maybe 14.
That's a
but
good
I've
improvement.
I got my handicap probably middle of last year. And
Like
it was
Peter?
and it would have been like 18. So you started with 18. And then, so within a year, I got it down to like
Down 10.
Yeah, but I was playing lots of golf, and I had a great coach in Michael Moore, who's at Rossdale. He's unbelievable. Even my game improvement that my mates were watching, they were like, "Mate, where are you getting these lessons from?" Because that's what you do, right?
Yes.
When someone's improving, you ask what are they doing. You look at their clubs to see what clubs they have, or
They're cheating.
what are they watching?
And what
YouTube,
did
you
your
know?
coach say? And then you start practicing it yourself.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But I was so happy that I got to single figures. But then the problem is where I play at Rossdale is that being on 8, you don't get shots. Yeah. So usually sometimes when you go to a place, you might get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
shots. And mentally,
tees.
mentally it kind of helps you, I think, in a way.
Yes.
But I had to be playing off sort of 7 or 6.
Oh, man.
And that you need to be, I think, an all-round golfer. And I think for me, chipping was letting me down and putting was letting me down. So from the promised land, I've been cast out to 10. I'm on 10 at the moment.
So the single figure golf gods have just said no.
No, mate, you're not.
Get your chipping up to standard, get your putting, and then we'll let you come back down.
Well, I'm hoping it's that, but it's I've had a couple lessons now, Mickey Moore with the chipping, and
and what's been the hints there? What's the gold nugget?
Well, it's there's a lot of things, but sometimes you get onto the course, and because you only get the one shot, you know, and you're trying to score, which makes it so much harder because you can't go back to where the driving range where you can.
I love what you said. Like you'll hit 10 chips and the last 3 or 4 are unreal. But no, on the course you only get 1.
No, and I don't know what it is when the ball's kind of up like on a hill. I don't want to dig into it, and like it annoys the absolute head out of me.
We had a chipping lesson with JL at Titleist, and we got our new wedges. I'm going out today at Green Acres to play with. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But one thing he said to me, which like. I think I was afraid to take the ground.
Yes.
Like, I was just trying to hit above the ball in the way, but like, don't be afraid to get in and get under the ball and have a divot. Yeah. And so once I started doing that, and it was a small sample size, but I was chipping.
Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah, and I was putting it near the
you did
hole.
really
Like,
well.
it was.
But where are you taking these divots? I'm taking these divots right on the fringes of the green. So that's my problem.
Maybe putt from there.
Yeah.
Maybe get your putter out.
Yeah, but it's just such a delicate thing. But mind you, I'll look over the videos that my coach has given me, and like I'll be at the backyard, and I feel confident. Like there is moments from a recent game that I played that like I can see it.
There's
like
signs it's
there's
coming
signs.
back.
I just got to keep being more confident with it. But once something kind of stays in your mind, it's hard to kind of let go unless you just keep persevering.
And
with
did you play much growing up? And did you play much when you were playing?
No, I was a member at Sanctuary Lakes Golf Club for a while, just out in the west there.
Yeah.
And so I would, but I only had the one lesson. But with Michael, I've had 4 or 5. The reason was that because I won a golf trip. So I won a golf trip last year to Turkey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there you go. I was in
Full
Turkey.
circle.
Yeah,
The episode's come full circle.
Did you play with their captain?
He said you were shit house.
Yeah, that's where he probably thought.
I'm not worried about us.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about
If
us.
this guy's
you can't
like,
chip, you can't putt. I'm not worried about
if the
us.
Socceroos are like this guy, we're safe, But then because I won this trip, and I didn't even I really was a last minute ring into this golf trip. Golf day. It was at Kingston Heath, and it was with Turkish Airlines and Melbourne Victory, but I was only like 2 days ring in. And then I went there. I didn't shoot well, but I ended up scoring 36 points. You wouldn't think 36 points would win a golf day, right?
No.
Not at all. And then,
Obviously, it's an honest golf day.
yeah, but it is. But I think because of what was at stake. Because if you won the day, you won because they had qualifying series all over the world.
Yeah.
And that you would win a trip to Turkey. And then I didn't know that right up until the
just
presentation. Yeah, until they go, you know what? Part of the winning the prize was to get a trip to Turkey. I'm like, what? I could not stop smiling. I had business class flights. There in return, 5-star resort, 5-star resort, staying 6 nights, and then playing 4 rounds of golf in a competition style event.
Amazing.
So that's why I pumped as many lessons as I could get into, so I'd be okay for this tournament. But
how'd you go in the tournament?
Rubbish.
Yeah.
I was rubbish. I was rubbish, but I wish I had a bit more time to kind of work on things. But
isn't it the beauty of golf, and what we're learning here is if you keep handing in your cards, it'll reflect where your golf is.
Yeah.
So if you're playing badly, well, you just go out and you get those extra shots. I know you're not happy with it, but
I agree in some respects with that. But then there's others where I think I'm actually feel like I'm shooting well, but I'm not scoring.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I'm actually happy with how
That's
I'm
a good way
playing.
to think, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I'm kind of like I'm hitting the ball well. Okay, maybe I'm not getting these chips right, or I'm getting the putter, or like I'm just missing the hole by a little bit. But I'm happy with everything else. So like I can't be disappointed.
No.
So the scoring is kind of not reflecting how I feel like my game is. But then when it all kind of
see, I feel at the moment I'm lipping the hole so much.
Yes, yeah.
And having 5 or 6 tap-ins each one. But what happens if the day they all go in?
That's what I kind of think. And I'm like someone too that will be disappointed with a shot and I get really wound up, but then I'll let it go quickly and then I'll kind of,
Yeah.
But I think it's it's from probably playing with, I play with randoms all the time. I've got I know a lot of the Rossdale guys now. So if I see a group, there's not one.
So why did you join there?
Well, I was at this is where I was getting right into my golf, that I would just play with absolutely anyone. And so I was at a MGA golf range, and a guy came up to me and goes, Archie, how are you? And, I followed your career. And then we got chatting, and he goes, look, I play golf at Rossdale. I'm like the vice captain. Why don't you come have a hit? And I'd never heard of Rossdale. And I said, sure, give me your number. And before I was so you're so worried about giving people your number.
You get me on a Rossdale, yeah.
When it's golf, I don't care. And that's happened 3 or 4 times. I had another guy who was like a member at Woodlands. He said, come and have a hit at Woodlands. I've never played there before. It was great. And then at Rossdale, I went and played there, went with the captain and the vice captain. And they end up giving me an honorary membership. But
Yeah.
that's a really great club where there's no pretentiousness. It's all just good dudes, good
And how often are you trying to play?
well. This World Cup's killing me at the moment because I try
How's
to
your golf?
I try to play every Tuesday, Thursday.
Actually, are you hoping the Socceroos get an early exit? Because
Well, the games I'm calling are not even Socceroos. I don't know how I was thinking, but I try to play Tuesdays and Thursdays, but like I play with a lot of just good dudes that like are retired, and like I played with a 93-year-old the other couple of weeks ago, and he was just walking around hitting the ball like far,
Just
straight, but long as well, because you know. So and then I end up just with even with Future Golf, I joined up with them, and I'll just kind of book into wherever. I played in Yarrambat. I didn't even know where that was.
Yarrambat.
It's a great.
That's my junior course. I played below Yarrambat.
Yeah, well, there you go, Yarrambat. I went there. I didn't even know it was out there, and then I drove all the way up and played with this guy, and we didn't even know each other. But it's funny, it's connection too, right? So it's like that's what I love about golf. As much as you talk about golf and all this stuff, I love to hear the stories of a lot of the old fellas, what they did. I play with a couple of guys that are from Switzerland that migrated over here, and just hearing their stories about life early on, it's just amazing. I think that's what I love golf too, but I love the competitiveness of it for myself.
Yeah.
And
we need that.
Yeah, and sometimes if there's a wank that I'm playing with that I want to beat with, I want to beat. I want to beat that. There's that bit of like.
And mate, we see a lot of each other at pro-ams as well, isn't there? There's a lot of common faces there. Like who are some of the better golfers that you've played with as pros?
Well, I played with the pro golfers.
Yeah.
Well, I played with Danny Willett. So he won the Masters. I played with him.
So where'd you play with him?
We played, I think it was it might have been a World Cup of Golf. I don't remember.
Metro?
Yeah, I don't know where we played that. I don't know if it was Kingston. It was a while
I think it was
ago.
at the Metro.
Yeah. And then might have been a President's Pro-Am, a cup or something where I played with Vajagas. Jonathan Vajagas.
Yeah.
I think he's from Ecuador, Colombia or something like that. So they were great guys to kind of. It's just amazing how, like, you play with these guys. They're so relaxed, between shots. It's. I always thought that when they play, that they're fully always in the moment of playing golf. But for me, they were just chill and laugh and talk. And like it's amazing to watch these guys operate. Like I love golf that much that to see like this because I watch it every morning. Like I look forward to Friday mornings because that's the start of a tournament.
Which is coming up with the US Open.
Yeah, well, they just had the Canadian Open just now that just finished.
I would not have even known that.
Oh, mate, no, I'm across every...
Archie's locked in. He's
I
locked in.
am locked in. Like I'll watch all the golf, and I even joke to mates, but I'm kind of not joking, is if I could get a job in golf, I would absolutely love it. Like it's because it's just such an amazing game, and like I say, you meet so many different mates, and I always had sport mates, but then you play golf, and then it's
you got golfing mates.
Yeah, golfing mates and I went to like a golf trip, my first golf trip with a bunch of dudes I'd never even met, for legends, and we end up going to Cape Wickham. For like 3 days.
Yeah.
So what was that like? What are the great courses that you played on?
See, Cape Wickham was next
supposed
level.
to be beautiful.
It's next level. I think it's just the views that you have. It's just. Have you guys played at Cape Wickham?
No.
It's really an amazing course to go to, and but I like the variety of golf courses. So you kind of always, contest yourself, but also to appreciate golf courses.
Yes.
Like I played at PK.
Wow!
In a golf, about 3 weeks ago.
It's golfing heaven.
That is
isn't
like.
it?
I go through the pearly gates.
Everywhere you
like,
park, there's like a putting green.
It's just incredible. Like so, and my one of my bucket lists is to obviously go to the Masters and watch and experience that golf course to see what it's actually like. I think that'd be incredible. But there's so many amazing courses around Melbourne that Like,
Oh, we're so lucky,
We're
aren't
so
we?
spoiled. I played recently in Corfu, in Greece. There's only one course on the island, and you realise how lucky we are. Like, it was lovely to play. We had great fun, and there's kind of, I think, English expats who are kind of helping run it, and it's all volunteers are getting the course in better shape. But you kind of think back on the putting green, and the ball's wobbling everywhere, and you kind of think back home, like, we are so spoiled for choice. The amount of golf courses that are available to us all around the country as well.
Some of the best in the world.
Absolutely.
They're all just within half an hour of each other, aren't they? Kingston Heath and Royal Melbourne and Victoria.
And sometimes you don't even know that their courses are there.
Yes.
Like, that's where I feel like when I found Rossdale, I didn't even know that was there, and it's such a great.
Well, I think
course.
I've never played it. We're playing it for future golf.
Yeah.
I think in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
No,
There's such good people there. Like from the pros to the staff. Like even the way that they've gone to look after the. I don't know how long the golf club's going to be around for, because I think.
Oh, have you heard rumours?
Yeah,
some
there's been development talk, and they wanted to.
Is
maybe.
Are you developing it?
I'm struggling to pay rent. I've got to worry about rent, not about developing homes, man.
So when you said you wanted to work in golf, it's not as a golf developer?
No. Definitely not that.
Hey, what's your lowest score?
Well, Cape Wickham, I played
What?
around. No, it was unbelievable. I wasn't off the back tees, but it's I ended up. I think I was only one over.
Like
coming
a
down to
73?
18. Yeah,
Oh,
coming
no,
to
sorry,
the coming to the 18th hole. I was about one over. So I was like
And
absolutely.
you go, I might have a par around here.
Yeah, I might be good. And then I freaking shanked about like the last, the last bloody. No, it was a par 3. I think I was second last. So I think I was overthinking.
You've got to be
it, you know.
so disciplined not to think that.
Mate,
like, I am Mr. 71, highest test score and lowest golf score.
Where'd you get that score?
71 at Riversdale, which you're playing for the first
yes,
time
I think so,
Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
Had it at the Dunes as well, but no breeze.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's a different course when there's no breeze.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of 72s.
See, that's.
But when I had my first 71, I got to the 17th, and my mate, Dan Christian, who was a great BBL T20 player, he goes, do you want to know your score? So it was one of these days where I didn't. I knew I was going okay. And then I hit into the bunker going, oh, no, thinking I need a par to shoot 72, get it up 2-putt, but I could have bogeyed and got 72, but I didn't know that. But every other time, I know my score, and I'm like you. Oh, here I am. I'm going to par this again.
Yeah,
double bogey.
I try not to focus too much on the score. Like,
I had a 43 recently. That's why I
did you know your score?
Noah Pang.
You knew
Sam,
okay.
I was playing with Sam Pang and his mate George. He's a great bloke, and they were being very careful
called him
not
a legend,
to.
but-
He's a legend. Yeah, he's a legend.
Well.
Let's not open that can of worms again. But they were very careful. They were almost like parental towards me. Like, I was just like, making sure that I was focused. They were getting the flags and doing everything for me. They're almost caddying by the end. It was great.
But that's a great thing about golf. Like, you do that, don't you? Like, you might be having a bat and you get a bit grumpy and then you look at your partner's score and oh God, they're going all right here. I better just pull it in line a little bit here. Just let them. Don't
it's
talk
about
about
them
their
today.
score.
It's about them. It's not about me.
And we were talking about that the other day with someone that, when you're in your group and if someone's doing well and you're just like having one, I think instead of carrying on and making it about you and why you shouldn't have hit, how would I hit this shot? Why didn't I take that? Oh, my swing, this, that. Why don't you just try?
Change a bit.
Just encourage a guy that's doing well, or just shut up and just go, okay, just know it's a bad round and there's going to be another round. But I think you should, if your mate's doing well, I think you got to.
They might shoot their, like I was playing with someone recently, they shot their best score ever.
See, that's
and it was
great.
just. You were just so pumped for him.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Peter Ryan, my financial advisor. I think he shot an 86 off 22. And then 2 days, he was playing again the next day, and I had a speaking gig in the state, and I was so pumped for him going, mate, how'd you go on the comp the next day? And like, he shot 98. Like, it was, how does that change?
Yeah.
From one day, like he's chipping, he was getting up and down early. I'm going, my God, he's improved.
Yeah.
And once we talk about chipping. If you're a good chipper, God, you can get your scores down.
And you got to celebrate.
It was like a 15-shot turnaround.
Yeah. Well, after my 43, I played the next day. I had 43 points, had 21 points the next day. And on the first hole, I nice drive, and then the second one, I absolutely smoked this hybrid, and it was going straight for the green, and it just started curving and dropped into a bunker.
And that was enough.
3 shots to get out of the bunker. Because I thought, when that ball was in the air, I thought, I'm on again today. I am on again. I'm getting under 20.
No.
And then
the golfing gods get you.
The golfing gods, they tap you on the shoulder every single time.
And that's why I think you got to celebrate those moments of like having, because it seems like they're few and far between. But if I think you got to celebrate. You got to celebrate.
And so, have you got any goals for the rest of the year? Maybe to get back down.
Yes,
to
no.
figures?
I've already jotted in my mind that I'm going to get back down, because it's almost like. I wanted to just break to single figures, and then
which you've done.
Yeah, but then you start to think about other steps to get even further. But I think if I can just start to get the chipping right and do that, I know it will come down. I know. I just got to feel more confident with that. But my goal is to get back into the single, even though it's only been a week since I've been out.
Yes,
I still I've been struggling to sleep.
do you wake up thinking about it?
I can tell you.
It's amazing.
I can tell you every single shot I've had on a golf course after the round.
Yes.
Easily.
I played yesterday with my son Braden, and then last night, just as you're trying to go to sleep, I replayed every shot.
That's what I do all the time. I do it all the time. When I look at the score sheet, even when I finish the round, and I'm going, oh, that's why I did that.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? I shouldn't. Like it'll take me a little while, and then
it's almost like you break it down to go, I should add 36 points.
Yeah.
Just to make things. I do exactly that. It's a funny game golf, but I just love it.
I'm going to at the Gold Coast this week for Mick Fanning's golf day.
Yes.
Have you played in one of those before?
Yes, I was meant to go, but with kind of this World Cup.
Because the Aussies play Saturday morning at
but that's
backing up after the.
Have you done a Mick Fanning golf day?
It's my first one.
Didn't you play in Melbourne? You played in Melbourne.
No, I haven't.
I played in the Melbourne one.
Oh, Yarra?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yarra.
My back I couldn't play because of my back.
Yeah, but they reckon the Gold Coast one's fantastic. Yeah, they raise a lot of funds.
Well, because might have been one of the first. So was that Tweed Heads there? I don't know where they're playing. I think it's a different place now.
Where are you playing?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I think it might be a different place.
I think it is. I think it's a new place.
Yeah, everything that you get, I got a Callaway 50, I think Callaway 60 degree club, and it just beautiful little things that they do, like details. They had Archie Thompson on there, like on the actual. So it'd be interesting to see what gifts he has for you guys.
Well, I'm there to help. I'm not there for the gifts. But if there's something there,
it'd be Mr. 43. It'd be Mr. 43.
He really looks after you. I mean, even I still carry my Yeti bottle it's got the Mick Fanning logo.
Awesome.
I've had that for ages. And I even like the umbrella that has, but I don't open it up very often because I was playing at golf day Rossdale, and it has Archie Thompson all across. Mick, I don't know, man. I probably would have rethought that because I don't want to bring attention to myself.
Do you have a dream if you had to play in a foursome? Who are the 3 pros that you'd like to play with?
Yeah, well, I mean, Tiger is obviously one for me because he was like a reason for everyone. I feel like
getting into
golf, and you can even hear with the pros how much they love it. Probably someone like Rory McIlroy. I think I'd like to play with, but there's so many good players. I mean, I love the Fitzpatrick boys. I think the way they won that tournament together, and the way that he almost got him onto the US PGA Tour was just, man, you can't write these sort of stories. So he'd be going. I mean, Scotty Scheffler would be someone great to play with, but yeah, I mean, I could.
So just basically the best golfers in the world. That's what you want to play with.
I think basically all of them. I can't really put it.
Well, Adam Scott's it's his 100th consecutive major, isn't it?
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did
Yeah.
they do a little banner for him to
He should run
run
out.
through?
He should
Can we do a
Oh,
banner for Scotty? Let's do it for Scotty.
We'll get some crepe paper.
Can you work on that?
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll work on
But
that.
there's so many like great, talented golfers out there. Like it's
It's a joy when you when you're lucky enough as we are to get to play in those games,
Yeah.
and you get close to it, and you hear the sound of the ball, and
my
you see how
God.
far they've hit it, and
I'll
It's-
never forget that, in Liv playing with Bryson, how far
oh yeah,
he hit the ball.
Is it
and
like
the noise it made.
it's ridiculous.
And he hit some driving iron that goes 40 metres past your drive. Like, it's insane,
Yeah.
isn't it?
yeah, it's amazing.
Was he a good dude? Was he on like a? Was he open? Did he spit like? Was he? Because you played with Deschamps.
Well, I played with him.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Was he open?
Best
He
mates.
talked to his track man more than he talked to us.
Oh, really? That it wasn't kind of like
and
engaging.
track men don't talk back to you.
Oh.
No, it was, we played with Paul Casey first,
Oh,
and he
yes.
was lovely,
Yeah,
and his caddy was fun, and
Yeah.
and then we got to the 10th, and it was a swap over, and Bryson got there, and then all of a sudden it goes from a few hundred people to like 1,000 people for
yeah,
Bryson.
yeah.
He was late, put his track man down, and he was just focused on that. A little bit of small talk, but
Yeah.
no, he didn't give us much.
Is he a
really.
big boy? Like, is he quite tall?
Yeah, he's not that much taller than me, but broad.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was funny when we were watching the next day on the party hole, you and me,
Yeah.
Pete. He was playing with Johnny Rahm. Johnny Rahm's like so much taller and bigger.
Yeah,
isn't he?
Rahn's a big
Rahm's
big. He's a big unit.
He must hit a ball a mile too.
But yeah, just to see how far he hit the ball was nuts.
yeah, well, I remember when Tiger Woods won the JB Weir here. I think that was what it was called here in Australia. Just before everything came out, like, like that was right before everything came
That's
out.
right.
He just
Yeah, it
won
was
the
here.
tournament, and I actually climbed up a tree down the fairway to watch his shot. Like, and people were walking past me going, Archie, what are you doing? Like, mate? And I'm like, it's Tiger Woods, man. Like, I like that's how much I love golf. Like, I was climbing, hanging off this tree just to be able to watch a shot.
Yeah,
It's
you just feel like he changed golf forever, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
even the highlights still. I mean, because most of my feed's golf. Like all the stuff on
same,
Instagram
mate.
is just golf.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's always stuff that will pop up with him. It's just wow.
If you're teeing off at 11 o'clock, what time do you arrive at the course?
Oh, about an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, I try to get a hit in beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't I don't like to rock up just before.
Yeah, no, I deliberately get more organised now. So
I've got to get more organised.
Oh, why? What's the time, Brian?
I'm never late for the tee, but I don't hit a lot of balls.
Oh, yeah.
I might get a little chip or hit into the net quickly.
Yeah, okay.
But it's funny, at your home course, I'm a bit like that. But if I'm playing away, you're worried about traffic. You get there a bit earlier, so you hit more balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I like to. Probably an hour is a good one for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few hits. Not too, like about,
Not
30.
too much.
30,
No, not too
30
much.
swings.
Yeah.
Get on the putting green.
Yeah.
It's relaxed.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get around with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
great man.
100%.
We have to
As
now,
soon as
haven't we?
I started seeing the podcast, I was like, oh man, hopefully
We're
one
gonna
day-
get on the
hopefully one day
course.
they're going to ask me to come on there. But even in the play, get me around.
Mate, we'll definitely be doing
yeah,
that.
I absolutely love it. Like,
Mate.
yeah.
And thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
And let's go Socceroos.
Yeah, oh man, it's going to be this game on. I think it's Saturday morning at
Saturday
5
morning,
a.m. is going to be electric because the USA have been talking a bit of rubbish about.
Well, they celebrated when they saw Australia in the group.
Yeah,
didn't
well, they were like even a couple. I can't remember the pundit's name from the US, but he's just been giving us stick the whole time. So this is going to be perfect. I think it's going to be and for the boys, I don't know if they're going to be playing in front of a more intimidating environment than a full stadium full of Yanks. And I know that we're going to have great support there too. I mean, you see some of the footage of the guys. Like all the supporters going to the stadium, which is
unreal.
Just it's amazing.
It's part of the process.
Yeah, I think that's the walk up to the stadium's great.
And you've been obviously in the camp, at World Cups. Like, are you Are they feeding you, or do you get a sense of what it's meaning back home? Like, would the boys be seeing the scenes at Fred Square and catching all of that?
These days they would.
Yeah.
I think in 2006, I mean, the internet wasn't great. It was buffering everything back then. So we didn't probably have an idea, or it might have been even just been like print that we were seeing. Like we weren't actually seeing videos. So I don't know if we knew. We only kind of knew when we would come to a stadium. I remember the one we came to when we played Japan the first match. And because it's such a tight streets going up to the stadium, you could see loads and loads of Australian supporters coming up, and you think, oh, wow, we've got some support here. But I think those guys will be well aware about what's happening, and they can see footage of it all. And I reckon that's going to make them a little bit nervous and scared, but excited at the same time.
I still think that Japan game in 2006 is, I think might be my favourite Australian sporting memory.
Yeah, that was pretty elite.
Like, so many people probably just went to bed, because it all happened in the last 15 minutes or so, and Timmy Cahill comes on and we're 1-0 down and it's 3 goals all of a sudden. It was just incredible.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I think this could be close.
I was going to say this
superseded. Hopefully, against the Yanks.
Yeah, if we win that game, it'll be hard, but.
Can you imagine if we do, like, they win 2 games, like the first 2 games, you're in, you go through. You go through,
yeah.
So what kind of has to happen? Like, so we need to obviously
draw,
win. What does a draw do?
Well, the thing is with someone I was just speaking to, there's like you can put a predictor in before the game and see what kind of points you might need to be able to progress through to the next one. And because there's so many teams, there was a few numbers that popped up. If you finish, because you have to finish, if you finish top 2, you're straight through. But if you finish third, out of how many teams? I can't remember now, but 8 of those with the highest finishing third in the group go through with points and goal differences. And the lowest, I think, was one of the calculations was 2 points. So
and we've already scored 2 goals.
So we've already got 3 points.
Yeah.
So
and Paraguay with their having 4 goals kicked against them.
Yeah, there's goal differences. Is like bad. But then if you're looking at other groups, I mean, they could probably just draw 2 games, and so we're a good chance to really just go through without maybe winning the next 2. But just to make sure, I mean, I draw out of one of these games, we're through for sure.
Arch, thanks so much for joining us. We want to get you on the course, but hopefully to celebrate the Socceroos winning the World Cup and you getting cooked mushrooms by
a little conjugal visit.
But that was
Make
me good at golf.
If you're listening to Make Me Good at Golf, chances are you're trying to lower your handicap. And just like your swing, Dan Murphy's is all about keeping the numbers down, especially when it comes to price. As proud sponsors of the pod, Dan brings you their lowest liquor price guarantee. So whether you're celebrating a PB or still struggling to get your handicap moving in the right direction, you're never overpaying for a post-round drink. Dan Murphy's, great drinks, lowest prices, and one more way to level up your game. T's and C's apply. Remember to drink wise.